You're finishing the portrait.
Oh, I'm done.
Thank God.
I'm just waiting for the paint to dry before I send it to the Art Academy.
After you've shown it to us, of course.
Get it.
Oh, come on. Why don't you want us to see it? Are you embarrassed?
Maybe he's afraid it doesn't look like him.
It looks exactly like me. Elizabeth did a great job.
So what's the problem?
It's no
People
problem.
will probably see it eventually. The school returns your work after they evaluate it, and I was thinking of giving the portrait to your mother.
Would it be possible to discuss this before we do that?
See, look at him. He's all embarrassed.
Look, have you ever had your portrait painted?
Yeah, twice, as a matter of fact.
Prince, yeah.
The first one, my grandmother had commissioned when I was 5. All right, I had to wear this black velvet suit with these little short pants and a white lace collar. Now, come on, that's embarrassing.
Is this portrait still in existence?
Yeah, it's hanging in the Long Gallery back in the house in Greece. Now, I wanted to burn it, but I was told that it was the only worthwhile contribution that Helena ever made to the family art collection and that it couldn't be destroyed, so.
Now, you said there was 2, right?
Yeah, the other portrait was painted when I was 14, but it wasn't nearly as bad. It's me on the bluff there looking over the ocean holding Darius's reins.
Darius? Yeah. Has it ever occurred to you to name a horse Patch or Blue?
My father named Darius.
Are you ever mad at him for doing that to you?
Don't give me a classical education.
No, for saying he was your uncle when he was really your father. I mean, when you found out that the person you loved the most that raised you and made sure the world was okay for you, when you learned that the most important person had lied to you your whole life, did you hate him just a little bit, or did you understand that he did it because he loved you?
Well, both. I mean, it was hard when I first found out, you know, and I did hate him for a little while. I definitely hated the lie.
So you do think he did something wrong?
Yeah. You know, even though I understood why he did it, I still wish that he hadn't. Why?
Michael. It's the opposite for him. He thought that his uncle was his father, and now he's been thrown into this hideous custody suit. And I think sometimes it would have been better if the truth never came out. You know, you learned the truth when you were old enough to handle it after you had been raised and loved and cared for and taught things, and you were made strong. And maybe that person didn't turn out to be who you thought they were, but they were part of the reason that you could understand stuff like that, you know? The same person who lied to you your whole life was also responsible for helping you to move on and maybe see that you did love them. I want Michael to be strong and safe like that, and I don't think he will be.
So has anyone ever considered joint custody?
I think to consider something like that, you'd have to be a rational person, and none of the Quartermains are. I'm sorry, I don't mean to dump all this stuff on you guys.
It's all right. It's not like we haven't dumped anything on you before.
Just keep telling Michael you love him. He'll be okay. That's what my family did when Lulu was in the hospital. I know it's totally different, but she was afraid, didn't understand what was going on, and we loved her through it. You can do that for Michael.
Thanks, I will.
And who knows? I mean, maybe growing up with your entire family fighting over you and not knowing if your uncle's your father makes you a better person. After all, look how Nicholas turned out.
You want Michael to grow up like Nicholas?
He could have done worse.
Ah, you could have done better, too.
I think I better get you home before he further insults my magnificence and I have to beat him down.
You could try.
I think I can get enough fighting at home, thanks.
I'll dump these on our way out.
Now you see how many princes offered to take out the trash.
Prince, thank you.
Oh.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye,
See ya.
guys.
You really think Nicholas is that great?
Well, I think he's almost as wonderful as his brother. But not quite.